What's good with YouTube? You already know, Big Flacco with the convict's perspective, ACP, pushing the hard line all the time. Please hit the like, comment, subscribe, do all those things to help this channel, man, and hit that bell notification for future fire content. Now, before we get into the video, let me get a couple announcements. There's been a video that people have been reacting to where an inmate was killed in New Folsom, and pretty much it looks like the guards staged and set it up. Was one independent rider, one nuestra cosa. They end up killing, I believe, a 2-5er, if I'm not mistaken. Now, about 8 months ago, I actually interviewed that individual that you see, that the tall, widow-looking one. I interviewed a monster from out there in Ventura County. Okay, about 8 months ago, I did an interview on this channel. I'm gonna put in the description, man, so you guys can tap in and you can pretty much watch the video and watch what he says, what happened, and whatnot, so you get the details from one of the inmates that was involved. Now, I got another smaller channel, guys, called The Convict's Reaction, where basically I react to different things that are going on social media, the world, and whatnot. Tap into that channel and subscribe and check it out. In addition to that, I'm gonna put the monster interview that I did 8 months ago. That's pretty much in relation to the video that everybody's been reacting to. I'm gonna put that in the description. Now we're gonna talk about a channel that has been around for a minute, Cholo Juan. Okay, Cholo Juan, man, he's a character. He's funny. He's not even really disrespectful towards anybody. You know, he carries himself pretty well. He's had some issues at times with other Southsiders, but he's always stood on business and ready to do whatever. He doesn't care. You know what I mean? For the most part, though, he seems like a humble dude, just trying to live life like everybody else. Now, he recently did a video talking about that he would do some type of entertainment business with a northerner, with a Norteño. My reaction to it is this: if it seems right, if it's the right people, right person, right time, then why not? Why not? Why not get that bag, you know? But with all the current chaos that was pretty much created by two rappers, right? That's going to be kind of hard to do at this time. Then again, what better way to say F Lefty, F Bozo, than to do a track with a Southsider that's willing to do so. Like I said, the North have done a good job as far as bands and Lazy Boy in not disrespecting the Southsiders in general as a whole. They've only gone after those that have gone after the North. And like Bands had said, you could respect your enemy. You could do business with your enemy. That's been going on for years. And whoever ends up doing this collab, right, with the Northerner and the Southsider, it's gonna pay big. It's gonna pay huge. So I'm sure there's a few people who are trying to put together something behind the scenes. Now, my opinion to fast track any type of potential collab with anybody is I really think that the big homies from both sides should be the ones to intervene and set the terms and the conditions, because this could be potentially some big money. That's my opinion. You know, if you could do certain business transactions out there in prison or on the streets, why not do something with this? It's legal, it's legit, and there could be a lot of income coming from it. And I would probably do it in like a cipher type of setting, you know, one Northerner, one Southerner, one Northerner, one Southerner, and make sure that nobody drops any subliminal disses or whatnot, and get all those artists, man, that have, you know, talent on both sides, and man, put together some fucking raw shit. People got to think outside the box, you know, because there's a lot of potential for some income with this, man, and it all comes down to money anyways. And you could actually have a positive message from both sides in doing this, right? You know, without dissing each other, and just basically, you know, my idea would be something about growing up in the Raza communities, whether it's up north or down south, and have them fucking discuss how they grew up and stuff, you know what I mean? And what you'll see is you'll see a lot of similarities. You'll see less differences and more similarities and shit, man. And talking about the struggles that you face growing up in California, you know, in these Raza gang-infested communities, man, and how it really is, you know, and how a lot of people want to make it out. It could be something very, very historical, you know what I mean? Dubs has mentioned some things many times about how Raza only hurt Raza building and growing and getting that money. They get in the way of each other's getting that bag, man. And it's just, it happens all the time in whatever field of work they also decide to, you know, get involved in. You know what I mean? It could be even construction jobs they hate, right? Rap game, fucking podcast game, all this shit motherfuckers hate, man. Let both sides of the big homies sanction this and put it together, right? And nobody from there can say shit about what they did on a collab, you know what I mean? But I'd keep it still like how Band said, like, look, we ain't gotta act like we're rocking together or even diss each other, but we put a track together. And that does make a lot of fucking sense, man. That would be dope. Now, I'm sure there's a few from the north that would be willing to do something, right? But the conditions and circumstances have to be pretty much clear through a big homie. Otherwise, they're not going to really even put that out there because all the fucking, you know, all the noise that would be made in social media. If any Lord said, yeah, I do a song with the Sureño, then they would be getting attacked, they would be getting support, they'd be getting all that. Now here's a lineup that I would want to have for like North and South on a cipher. Basically, off top, you already know bands. Right from the north, Acito, GB, Rico Too Smooth. And I have to throw in one of the old school ones, like someone like Big Tone, because they've been around for a minute. For the South, I'd have someone like Rowdy Rax, King Little G, Young Dopey, Boldachi. And like I said, have them do that cipher, you know what I mean? One northerner, one southerner, one northerner, one southerner. But at different locations, the north up north and the south down south. Maybe both have a cool background, right? No dissing. That shit would go with these artists, I'm telling you right now, man. People would want to see it. They'd want to hear it. You know, and who knows what would build off of that. Anyways, right? I think that this could be put together right. Something similar, man. Like I said, I'm just giving you like a template to go off of, an idea. But I really think that it could generate some buzz and a lot of money, man. And I think the big homies' involvement in it would really fucking get that shit done. You know? And also it's also a good showing for the rest of the communities out there, man. You know, instead of always focusing on the negative parts of the drug usage, the gangs, the killings, and the murders, right? Motherfuckers can go on there and talk about their life, right? But still put a message out there in their spiel that's positive. Just showing up and being seen in a collab together is a big deal. I don't think people realize that a lot of the outside musicians and whatnot, and different artists in different fields, they pretty much get brushed to the side based upon labels and, you know, oh, they can't get along with their own people, fucking gangbanging and killing each other. Those are the stereotypes that people see and talk about all the time. And a lot of times there's a little bit of truth to it because that's all anybody's ever known in those communities, you know? And you're starting to see a little bit of advancement, people evolving into different ways of living. And you're seeing less murders, you're seeing less things on the streets, less gang activity, and more like, let's get this money. You know, and I think that needs to be the focal point before any North and South put a track together out there. That's it, your boy Flacco. Convict's Perspective, ACP, pushing the hard line all day, man. Tap into those other videos and tap into my other channel, man. I'm going to try to drop something on that today as well. With that said, your boy Flacco, I'm gone. And shouts out to Cholo Juan for even mentioning this in his video, man. You know, he probably got some backlash from his own people, right? But I think overall you're going to see more positive comments and positive gestures coming from both sides.